Hi everybody, welcome to the Native Wildman channel. Your host Sean Catfish Wilson speaking. And today is Knife EDC Wednesday, episode 3. Except for this is a live showing. So I'm gonna wait here for a little bit to see if anyone's gonna show. I'll give you guys a couple minutes or so. Well, black pepper's good for something, getting stuck in your teeth. All right. Ain't I so pretty? Some people might think so. A lot of people probably not. I don't know. It doesn't matter. All right. It's my Rough Rider. All right. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, I forgot something. There's a bloody tomato. All right. Tick, tick, tick. Cuckoo, choo. Oh, hi. Who's here? Okay, I guess I'll get started since somebody's in the chat. Thank you for the like. All right. I am going to flippy my camera view around. Okay. Because it's in my hand, the first knife I'm carrying for this week is my Rough Rider green. It's a Texas Toothpick Mini. And as you see, they're not very big knives. In fact, here's the size of this knife compared to a Bic lighter. And I'm pretty sure most people know what a Bic is. It's held a Bic, seen a Bic, used a Bic. And so the Rough Rider toothpick is the same length as a Bic lighter. It has kind of bronze scale pens. I'm not 100% sure what they call the pins going through the scales are, but got this fancy little grooving on here. Brass liners. I believe this is green bone, but I can't tell you for sure. So, got my Rough Rider peanut. my next knife for this week, I'll probably have this one on me a couple weeks, so you'll see this in my video for what I'm carrying next week. Civivi Damascus. Although I'm almost wondering, I don't know for sure, but almost think it's just a laser etching. It could be real Damascus. But check out those patternings. Ain't that awesome? Oh, hi. Who else is in the chat? I guess I left. Cool beans. In this bag, I've got some fishing stuff I'm going to share and tell. Or show and tell. Dark green Markita scales. Got the Civivi logo. It's a liner lock. Has the front flipper, which I'm not very good at. This is my first front flipper. Then it has the thumb stud, which I'm really good with the thumb stud, but the front flipper, I can open it, but I can't flip it open with authority. So, okay. Again, I've never seen anybody do this in knife videos, and I've watched a few knife channels. So, here again, we've got the Civivi next to a big lighter comparison. As you can see, I've got pretty small hands. But it is what it is. It's a whole knife next to the Bic. All right. Oh, that's Sean. My next knife of the week. Oh, hi. How are you? Don't go off. And E-Edge, I'll butcher how to pronounce your name. I'm sorry. I'm not very good at pronouncing names, but thank you. I really like it too. It's my first Civivi knife. And like I said, my size comparison is with a lighter, because almost everybody knows what a Bic lighter size is in hand. So I'm going to start comparing my knife sizes to a Bic lighter. And I've got small mitts. Oh yeah, let me flip this blade. EO9 Nin EO9 Eonin? Is that how it is? Sorry, but anyways. It's got a pretty cool patterning on the blade here. If I can... Recording doesn't do this knife justice. It's got Markita scales, but... Oh, cool. Eonin. Okay. Oh, awesome. All right. So, oh, and the first one I showed was just my Rough Rider. I keep wanting to say peanut, but it's a Texas toothpick, small Texas toothpick. Not a pricey knife. It's like $9. This one. It was $88, but I got it on St. Patty's Day, and Smokey had a slight sale, and I got a free sharpening mat with it. Okay, my third knife is my hold on, let me let this bus go by. Okay, the Civivi was around $88 new, but it ended up costing me 83 because of some deals that Smokey was doing on St. Patty's Day with a free mat. It's in my if you want to see the sharpening, I think it's a sharpening mat. It's in my Civivi Imperium video. This is my Wee Cyrus green titanium handle scales, deep carry pocket clip. This is deep carry pocket clip too. Oh, did I give a price on this Rough Rider? It's about $9, $10. Probably 13-ish or 15-ish after shipping and handling. Sorry, I get spacey. And okay, my Wii, which Wii is a same company. It's it's a Wii Civivi. Wii's like the Cadillac and the Civivi's like the Chevy, I guess, is in comparison. So you've got your flagship brand, and then you've got your normal, everyday that most people can afford brand. This knife, it's been discontinued. Oh, thank you. Yeah. But this knife has been discontinued. I was gonna fix some tea to drink, but I didn't have time between now and the time I got home, because I told people I was gonna be doing the live around 4 last night on Sunfish King's live feed. So if anyone's in here and you're not subscribed to Sunfish King, go subscribe to his channel. He's giving a giveaway when he hits 1,500 subscribers. But and the blade steel on the Wii is S35VN. I probably won't get my camera to focus in on it. Yeah, my camera doesn't want to focus, but S35VN. And again, you can see this knife's quite a bit larger than the Civivi, and definitely larger than the yeah, and definitely larger than the small the mini Texas toothpick. I don't know why I can't remember Texas toothpick today. It's one of my favorite knives as far as a small watch pocket knife. I call these watch pocket knives because they fit in that little pocket that's on the right side of your jeans. And the reason why it's called a watch pocket is because back in the day, a long time ago, when people had watch pockets, that's where they would store it, was in that little side pocket that's above the main pocket. So the Civivi next to the Wii next to the lighter, and we've got next to the Civivi. Yep. Thank you. You like my term for these watch pocket knives? I made it up a while ago. I don't know if it's original. I mean, if it is, that's cool. If not, then I'm sorry I took it from somebody accidentally. But anyways. So the Wii is quite a bit larger than the Civivi. Well, not quite a bit, but there's definitely... That's hard to see. Definitely... Definitely a size difference. They both have fairly similar handle shapes. This one's got a little bit of a um, thicker at the back part, and this one's pretty much a little straighter. It doesn't have that hump here, which honestly I don't care. They're both really nice looking regardless, and they're both really comfortable in hand. Yes, the Wii is definitely thicker. Both the blade and the handle scales. Yeah, that's about an inch, maybe half inch. Probably more closer to half inch, but somewhere in there. And they both have ceramic bearings. I can use my low profile bait caster with my left hand, but I can't close pocket knives very easy that way. Okay, my fourth knife I have on me, and this is custom sheath. Yeah, let's pull her out of the sheath. All right, this is my Uncle Jed's. That's a sax pattern. It's got a sharpening choil. Of course, green G10. Yep, here comes the fixed blade. This is one of a kind. This handle, I think it's really good looking, and it's really comfortable in my hand. And I told him that I have pretty small hands, so this knife, where the this bolster, I'm gonna say this is a bolster. I know it's called a bolster on kitchen knives. I don't know about like a bushcraft or a knife that you would carry on your hip. Oh, hey, what's up, Gon's Reviews? Awesome to see you here. Thanks for joining. Yeah, this is a thick spine. It's a O1 tool steel, which for people who don't know, the O1 means it's oil quench. W1 means water quench. I'm like to also state, I'm not an expert on knives. I don't know all the steels and whatnot, but I do try and do a little research when I can, and between work and fishing and other things. Watch a lot of knife videos. This spot here is actually from the brass, the button on it. So and yeah, it's kind of a, looks like it came out of the forge. I wanted it to have that forged look to it. Oh no. I wish there was a way I could make this live chat thing stay on a little longer so I can read it. I have slow reading. I have a custom knife from Richard S. Wright. It is made from one also great fixie steel. No, awesome, that's cool. Yeah, I really like this knife. It's pretty cool, pretty comfortable. I have filleted fish with it. It took me a while to get used to how to fillet a fish with this knife, holding it wise and actually getting it to where it doesn't look like I butchered it. I mean, I did butcher it, but you'll know what I mean. The hunters out there that know how to skin or clean a animal right, or even fishermen out there that know how to fillet fish really good. Most people use a fillet knife, which is more this style. That's okay. I'm a slow typer, so, and my typing ain't the best, especially on a uh, touchscreen. Chilling in Indiana. Hey, what's up, dude? Your favorite folding knife is made by K-Bar. 1183, but it's considered vintage today. I still carry it being old. I assume. Awesome, cool, yeah. K-Bar makes pretty good knives. I have a K-Bar. I don't have it on me, but I have a K-Bar 4-inch hunting knife. I like it. It's new. It's not old. And I had my grandpa's K-Bar, but unfortunately, I left it at the house, and family moved in, and they moved out, and so, or I left it at my grandpa's house, and then he moved out and let somebody else move in, and between then and there, somehow it got lost, and it was the U.S. Army K-Bar with the leather sheath, but the stacked leather handle on it was starting to split. Oh, I forgot. This knife in comparison size of a Bic lighter. Yeah, I'm starting to use a Bic lighter in my for size comparisons on my knives. Anybody with a knife channel, feel free to use a Bic lighter. Just say that you stole it from me, or well, I guess you're not stealing it if I say you can use my idea. But yeah. So here's my Uncle Jed's knife with the Bic lighter. Anyways, I filleted fish with this thing, and it hasn't nicked the edge up. I haven't had to really do anything. I stropped it once just because I like to strop my edges after I use them to try and help keep them sharper. And a lot of times I'll just do it on my blue jeans, like. I haven't had anybody look at me weird yet. I've heard some people say that people look at them weird for doing that, but there's my Uncle Jed's fixed blade. I really like that knife, and as you can see, all my knives have green in them. Just not my Bic. It doesn't have green. But I might have one in my pocket that does. For some reason, I end up with a whole bunch of lighters in my pocket. You know, it happens. No. Yeah, I don't have another lighter in my pocket. Oh well. It is what it is. So. These are my fixed blade choices of the week. I'm thinking about getting the Artisan Sea Snake that's made from the Mike from Crazy Sharp designed it. It's a really nice looking knife. And I'm thinking about getting that for a EDC fixed blade too. And I think that I might be able to figure out a way to sheath or hip carry it, because I don't like to neck carry fixed blades. Any type of blade really. I'd like to hip carry or pocket carry. And you know, it's a personal preference, I reckon, on how you want to carry it. How do you guys like to carry your knives that have fixed and different? Your fixed blades. Do you like to hip carry them? Do you like to scout carry them? Okay, well, guess. Oh, hey, cool. 4 people, 4 likes. Thanks for the like. All right. This is actually in a video of mine that's pretty old, an older video. It's called Wow Walleye. Cool. Oh, hey, Aiden, what's up, dude? So, glad to see you in here. Anyways, I have one that carries in the sheath tip down, and one that I belt carry horizontal. Cool. That's awesome. Yeah, I've always just carried them in my sheaths tipped down for fixed blades. I have tried neck carrying it, but I haven't found a knife that's small enough that I feel comfortable around my neck. It's just a personal deal. Everyone's different, so if you'd like to carry it around your neck, awesome, awesome. So this the spinner's in a video called Wow Walleye. I was out fishing with my buddy Hefe. We'll call him Hefe. He's in some of my videos, and he's also one of my cameramen for my channel when we're out fishing. Awesome. Whoa. What's up, TSG? How are you, buddy? So, anyways, we were fishing that night. He caught like 6 or 7 small channel cat. Thank you, that's good. Oh. Yeah, too afraid of stabbing your neck area. Yeah. I never took that in consideration, but yeah, that would be definitely not good. I mean, I also work irrigation, and I have to be around equipment sometimes, and mud and shovels, and so the less stuff that I have swinging from my body's better. But anyways, I caught this walleye out of Wildcat Creek, and it was pretty far upstream behind Red Bed Estates. And Wildcat Creek goes into the Kansas River. I'm not sure how many miles it travels from Redbud to the river. I'm sure you could probably Google it. Google Earth it and probably map out approximately where. Oh, you can find Redbud Estate. I'm 100% sure. It's Farm Bureau Road is the road that I think that they call it out there. But yeah, I was casting my bait caster with this thing on it. My Fluger Patriarch, which is a really good bait caster. I like it a lot. And my third cast, I caught a walleye off of this thing. And this one, for anybody that has a fishing channel, I'm planning on sending this one out to Sunfish King. He's doing a giveaway. This one's not going to be for a giveaway. I actually want to have it for a challenge to get shipped around from fisherman to fisherman. So, to see if they can catch anything off of it. But this is a hand-tied spinner bait. You can see it's got blue line. That's a blue hemp thread or hemp twine. Malibu feathers here. This is a goat. The fine hair, the black fine hairs, they're Arctic goat. And then the blue is a Flashaboo. And then this is a dubbing that I used made a collar with it to kind of replace the skirt. Sometimes I leave the skirts on, sometimes I don't. All right. Now this one, you'll never see a fly like this again. Ta-da! This has a crinite head. You know, those little things that people think are plants, but they're not really plants. Now they're animals again. Little fossil. I find them on the river, collect them. I don't know why I like them, but since I've ended up collecting enough of them, I end up using them for fly tying. They make pretty cool little weights. And this would be kind of a grub imitation. It's got some gold. I can't remember everything I used in it. It's got natural furs and artificial stuff in it. Whoa. The wind's picking up here. And I better go grab that. Oh, why is this thing not going up? Oh, cool. Thanks, shooting guy. I'm sorry I didn't see your messages. It wasn't auto-scrolling for me. Do I sell flies? I sold a few of them. I haven't really had anybody ask me here recently to sell them flies, but yeah, I have a Venmo. I could sell flies. Okay, here's another unique fly. I haven't really seen any fly tyers tie this one, and this is made with artificial sinew, which is just silk. I'm gonna put this fly up first because I don't want to lose it. These things are small, and I'm lucky I saw it the first time putting the knife on it. Yep. Okay, this is a tungsten head bead grub. I really like this fly, but I'm probably gonna part with it for the giveaway. And that other fly too will go away. So this one kind of took a minute. I only made one like it. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you like my fly. Oh, yeah. Woo, cuckoo you. Yeah. Took me a little bit to make. The hook is a Gamakatsu hook. And I think it's a drop shot hook. I found like a package of Gamakatsu drop shot hooks on the ground, so I used them for fly tying. Put this back in here. I find cool things on the ground every once in a while at work. Since I work at a university, you never know what the students are gonna end up dropping on the ground, leaving around. I found money, I found illegal things, and used things that you would rather not find on the ground or find anywhere except for in a trash can where they belong. and don't put guesses in the comment of what you think the used things are. If you're old enough, you should kind of get the drift. All right, now I'm gonna share with you. Yeah, illegal like drugs and stuff I find on the ground. I haven't for a long time, but all right. This here is a 100% made spinnerbait. It's the only one I have. This was poured from a mold my friend Mike Flatlander Mike, he has molds and stuff for different jigs, and this is one of his newer ones. We actually need to go over there and have him heat up his lead melting pot with a. And when you pour jigs, make sure you're LOL at ECU fun times. All right. Later, Gonzo Reviews. Thanks for stopping by, man. And okay, anyways, this one's 100% poured. I hand poured this one. My friend he has a wired spinner jig to bend the wire. He made a jig so he can make spinner baits and bend the wire. So it's pretty cool. It has a little Magnum Willow blade. This is a Magnum Willow, and I've seen it a few times in some store-bought stuff, but not too often. And as far as like in Indiana or Colorado, I get them confused, but if I catch a fish off of it, that's all I really care. But this is a Magnum Willow blade. Flashaboo. And it's pretty simple. Okay. We've got, I think, possum fur in here. This is Arctic wolf fur, neon green. Salt and pepper Flashaboo. And for anyone who knows, salt and pepper is a pretty popular color for fishing. Fat Albert uses it for their jigs. I like Fat Alberts. Their little curly tails. Yeah, let's stab my finger. All right. Let's see. This is one I've bought and I haven't gotten around to tying it. All right. See you, TSG. Have a good day. Thanks for stopping by. This is a store-bought one. I can't remember what brand it is off the top of my head. But all right, and all right. Take care, EE. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, this is one I hand tied to. It's actually really similar to this one. The heads are the same. These ones are the Academy brand ones. IG. What's IG? Oh, no, I don't have Instagram. I have YouTube and Facebook. And Twitter that I started a long time ago when Twitter came out, and I never used it since the first day. But these are the Academy brand spinners that they have. Not very expensive, like a couple dollars per spinner. The H2O spinners, or whatever it is they have. This one here, it's store-bought. I'm not planning on tying this one. I might tie some of the Same thing. One of the yeah. Good one. I like that. Um, I think this was Strike King. This was actually a fairly expensive spinner. I haven't caught anything off of it. I don't use my spinners as much as I should, and I have quite a few spinners. So I do enjoy tying them. They are a pain trying to get the whip finish. I do my whip finish by hand, which probably makes it. I don't think if you had a whip finishing tool, you could actually do the spinners. I've got videos on them, how I tie spinners. And I tape this to the bar with Scotch tape. And this doesn't. Oh, it is at the bottom. With Scotch tape. I might eventually tie this one. I don't know yet, since it is just a basic one. All right. In fact, you can see that I have used this one though. A little marred up. I think I did get a couple bites off of it. They were just something small, about the size of your cell phone. Um, I need to get back to fishing, being fisherman life. Yeah, I love fishing. Sometimes I have to take a hiatus. Like this winter, my winter spots were kind of shoddy because of the drought. So I didn't fish as much this winter as I would have liked to. Even in the cold, I've got spots that it's behind the water treatment plant, actually. So it should be cleaner than the river water, but I don't trust those people to do their jobs. I've seen how people work, and where I work at. Put this down there. So these two are the same brands. This is an underspin, custom underspin. I did this top part. If it has frogs, it's good to eat. Yeah, I've had frog legs before a long time ago when I was a kid. Used to go to this cow pond and get the frogs out of there and bring home fish, catfish, and bass, and sometimes sunfish to eat. My grandma used to cook them up. I don't like bass, but the way my grandma cooked it, I don't know how. With love, I guess. She was a sweet old lady, but the way she cooked it, it ended up good, and I can't replicate that. I've tried and tried. I don't know how she did it, but however it was good. It was good. It's the only way I liked bass is when my grandma cooked it. So, but this is another hand tied. It's just little Arctic goat fur, some pearl and salt and pepper. Yeah, the secret is lard. Yep, bacon grease, good for everything. Bacon grease. Oh, excuse me. Salt and pepper, and I've got a couple different pearl. I got a pearl blue and a pearl. And the pearl blue's just got a slight bluer tint. I'm not sure which one this is, to be honest with you. They look too similar once you've got them tied. I mean, you can tell the difference if I grabbed the material and looked at it side by side, then looked at what I tied side by side. But I want to say this is the normal pearl because it's got more pink in it when it hits lights. I'll put this with the hand ties. All right. Not sure what brand this is, and oh, this is a willow blade. This is Indiana, and this is Colorado. Maybe I have the Colorado and Indiana mixed around. If I do, I'm sorry. Somebody correct me. But um, so this is one I left the skirt on. I did a tie for it. As you can see, this is just a feather that I wrapped around it, and kind of like you would a woolly booger, except for I wrapped it tighter than a woolly booger, because a woolly booger would just kind of be spread out like you would do ribbing. Hackle, hackle. This is hackle. This is called hackle. Thank you. I'm glad you think it looks good. This is my Halloween one because of the colors. The Halloween spinner. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I've used it a few times. Again, I haven't caught anything. I'm primarily a cat fisherman, so. But I do like to throw catfish and crappie. I like crappie, and most of these spinners are too big for crappie. However, bass are real fun to catch. And my tip, if you're bass fishing or using any artificial lure, really is crappie. Crappie's delicious. Walleye's delicious. I like catfish or channel catfish. Really delicious. Okay, this is more of a crappie-sized lure. And then they'll work for bass. Most of them. I've never done any noodling. Or not recently. I did noodling once when I was a kid in this creek up on the Native American reservation or Indian reservation, however you want to call it. I'm not going to get mad if you call Native American Indians, because I'm used to it. And I could care less about the political correctness stuff, but as far as when I'm talking, I'm going to try and keep it the best I can. But this has a cactus chenille on it. It's got the hackle on it. And this is from a partridge, I think. Dyed partridge feather, I think. Okay, this. Okay, let's not stab my finger all the times. This one would probably be a pretty decent shad imitation, or minnow. And it's raining again. It rained almost all day yesterday, which is cool. We need the moisture, and now it's starting to rain again. I can hear little drops, but I don't really see anything, but I can hear the drops. Again, this is another little crappie-sized one. As you see, I have 2 compartments in here. Okay, this is a little. This would be more of a bass style, and some people say that having two spinners on it helps. Some people say it doesn't. I don't know, but the purpose of having multiple spinners on is it's going to make different flashes of light, and it's supposed to make the fish think that, like, this is one fish, this is another fish, and this is another fish. So like it's a small school or something, like a schooling fish. So that's, and it gives vibration. So it's, and the vibration is a big part, especially in muddy water. And brighter colors are really good in muddy water. And my best advice for bass fishing, I like to use thumper tails and paddle tails is what I've had most of my luck on. But if something's not working, just switch out. And if you're using soft plastics, it's real easy. You just take it off the jig, and you can even, well, you can tip this with a soft plastic. It won't go up clear to here, obviously, but it will go to here, and then you can have it hang off like that. I used to use the Gatorade, and can find a lid for those late day fishing. Yeah, cool. Um, and it has a green bead in it, which is kind of interesting. Again, most of these spinners are just the uh, Academy brands, because I don't. Dick's doesn't sell fishing stuff here in Manhattan anymore, so I don't go there. And Walmart, I avoid like it's the bubonic plague. I don't like Walmart, so if somebody wants me to do a Walmart fishing challenge, that yeah, I might try and force myself to go into Walmart for a fishing challenge or something, but I'd prefer not to, just because I really don't like Walmart. Right here, this is just blue and black. Another good color combination with some bronze, brass, uh, spinner blades. Got the willow, you got the Indiana, I think. Another one of my hand-tied dealies. Oh, I forgot. I do have another one of these. This is another hand pour and handmade. This is a shad imitation. It's got Malibu. It's got gray and a little bit darker center. So when this stuff is fluttering in the water every once in a while, it'll show a darker flash. Can the fish see all these colors? I don't know. I'm not a fish. I can't see like them. But some people say yes, some say no. It depends on the species. Like catfish, their whiskers is they're just basically one big nose underwater. Or taste bud. Oh. But anyways, it's my another handmade one. Hand poured. Forgot I had. Okay, willow blade with an Indiana. Another hand-tied little Dilema bobber. Hand-tied spinner bait. A lot of them I have dubbing. A lot of them I did little collars instead of leaving the collar. Yeah, right. Well, Aiden, I guess you're not here anymore, but I made you a mod for my channel. So, awesome. Yeah, so when somebody comes in, if I ever get enough people in my live chat, you feel free to share links to other people's channels. That way, that way we can help other people grow, because it's awesome to help other small YouTubes help each other. This is another little hand-tied black and yellow. Again, these are almost all of my spinner baits I have here are Academy Sports. It's in my if you read my descriptions in my channel, I'm pretty sure it's there. But it's flatheatwilson at gmail.com. Like flat, and flat heat is one word, like flat and hot, or like flat and is like Kansas, flat. And heat is like hot, like fire heat. I meant to put flathead Wilson, but I accidentally misspelled flathead and put flat heat. And it's a touch screen, so. Anyways. Oh. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, this one's kind of cool. Okay, I colored the top of this one with a magic marker. Then I took a thread and, which reminds me, I need to eventually go to Joann's Fabric, so I can pick up some of their thread because it fits in my bobbin for my fly tying bobbin. I went to Hobby Lobby and they had the real long bobbins. I'm like, that ain't gonna work, and they didn't have any like your normal short sized ones. But anyways, did this, and then I did dubbing around the thread. Then I wrapped it back around here for ribbing. So this is a thread with dubbing on it, with gold dubbing. Fly tying is so cool because you can make a Mardi Gras. My friend likes to call them Mardi Gras lures sometimes. Like some of them, he'll like, "Oh, you made another Mardi Gras." Well, like this one, it's super colorful. It's got heat, not head, heat. But everything else is right, just not the D. It should be a T. But yeah, thanks. Yeah, I really like the colors of this. This is falling apart. This is no, just misspelling. If you're talking about my name, just misspelling it. Miami Heat, they're a basketball team, right? I don't follow sports too much. I'd rather be out fishing and enjoying nature, or hanging out with my bird Cosmo, or playing video games. I don't play video games as much as I used to because my hands, they hyperextend, and if I do that for too long, I'll get like sharp, like somebody's piercing a nail through my hands. So it's like typing, playing video games now is starting to affect it, so I don't play as much as I used to. And I probably spent too much time sometimes, but this is a chartreuse colored. Yeah, this is chartreuse flashaboo. Don't remember what this material is, and this also has an orange. Okay, that's also dubbing wrapped ribbing. Oh, exactly. Whatever. Definitely nothing wrong with a pastime. My dad, he really enjoys to watch football. We used to watch boxing together when I was a kid in the Mike Tyson era of boxing, but I don't know if he still watches boxing too much anymore. I remember seeing the Tyson Foreman fight when the ears got bit. I know it's not funny, but it's kind of funny looking back on it. Oh, when Tyson was in his prime, I really enjoyed watching him box. Though sometimes I'll watch YouTube videos on it, and I used to watch wrestling like WWE. I try not to say WWF anymore because that's World Wrestling or World Wildlife Foundation instead of the World Wrestling Foundation or whatever it was. Federation, yeah, World Wrestling Federation. LOL, it was Adrenaline. Cool. Yep. This is actually my last spinner bait on here. And then I've got two more upstairs. One's actually a buzzbait, and what a buzzbait is it's that top water. It's a top water spinner bait, kind of like this, except for it's got the arm comes out flat, and it has this big, thick triangle-looking propeller thing on it. I hope that describes the buzzbait pretty good. I got one that's kind of like this part's flat, and it's shaped like a venomous snakehead kinda ish. That's been shortened a little, and it stays up really good. But I bought a Strike King one that I'm gonna tie up for the giveaway on Sunfish King's channel. When him and another YouTuber that hit 1,500, they're gonna do a giveaway. So I thought it'd be cool to give some baits out and get my, at least get little people known about my fishing tackle and stuff I make, my flies I make, because these things, they're pretty, well, I guess this isn't the hand-tied one, but yeah, these things, they're pretty cool. They're unique, and they're all going to be one of a kind. I'll never be able to recreate this exactly. I'll be able to recreate it similarly, but not exactly. So all these spinners here are one of a kind, because you're not gonna get the exact same pattern on a feather that this is, or the dyes aren't gonna, unless it's just black might, like a solid color, you might get the same color similar, but it'll never be exactly the same. And I'm sure if you yeah, I have a friend, and he was gonna do a TikTok for me, but he's only done a couple TikTok videos. What crazy hook stories you have? And crazy hook stories. I got a real good crazy hook story for you. This one time, my friend Danny, I'm not going to give his last name. I don't want to privacy. I'll just say first names. Danny and a couple other friends and I can't remember who all was there. Anyways, we were all fishing at the falls at Rock Creek, which is in Louisville. There's like some falls. There used to be a hydroelectric dam there a long time ago. But anyways, we were fishing, and some old guy owned it. I don't know if he's still around or not, because I don't get out that direction anymore too much. But we're fishing on the falls area, and he hooked into a big fish. He's fighting it. He got it up, and it ended up being a carp. And this carp spit the hook, and he was using a pretty decent sized hook. Danny was probably about at least 1/0 sized hook, and it was an eagle claw. So it's the eagle claws are pretty thick hooks. Oh, excuse me. And this carp, he had like, it was probably about a 10-20 pound carp. I'm gonna switch views since I'm not sharing my lures anymore. Like probably not 10-20, but it was a carp shaped shark. We'll go with that. It's a carp shaped shark. Yeah, it's this carp shaped shark, and this carp shaped shark spit the hook. Hook comes flying out. That his rod was doubled over. It's a pretty nice sized carp, and this hook comes and like hooks him like right in the ear, almost a perfect place for a earring. Oh, so we ended up having to leave so he could go to the emergency room, and I didn't go to the emergency room with him. Obviously, it was something that he was able to drive himself with. So we all end up leaving. I don't remember if I caught any. I think I caught a channel cat that day, or maybe a small flathead. And this, because of this ear piercing shark, carp shaped shark, uh, he's in the ER, and he had to wait because I guess there were other people there before him, like some kid went in before him or something. So he's waiting with this hook in his ear at the ER. Doctors see him, and they're trying to figure out how to cut this hook. And he ends up having to go out to his truck, get his multi-tool. I think he had Leatherman's at the. I think it was Leatherman's. I don't know what Leatherman style, but he had to go get his Leatherman's, and then they had to disinfect it, and then they had to use his Leatherman's to cut this hook from his ear so it could just slide off. Because I mean, oh, trying to show you the barb, and I'm using the wrong end of the phone. So, anyways, yeah, you don't want to rip that out of your ear. That would, I wouldn't assume that would feel very good. So yeah, he had to get his, because of this carp shaped shark fierce face piercer, he had to go to the hospital and use his own tool to get the ear, to get the hook cut. And I'd like, dude, just come to my house, it's on the way there. He's all, no, I'll go to the hospital, I got insurance. And then he's complaining about it costing him all this money because he decided to go to the ER, which I guess is good if he needed a tetanus shot. So it was kind of he used to work at K-State at the time, and we've got health insurance that's kind of a joke nowadays almost. I guess, I mean, health insurance still does good for people, so. But I was kind of disappointed after the affordable health care, and my doctor visit ended up costing over twice as much as it used to be. It went from like 20 to 50 to just to see the doctor. It went down since then, so that's pretty cool. Anyways, off that subject. So yeah, that was definitely a funny thing when I was out fishing. That was probably one of the funniest. And then one time we had a late night drinking, then we decided to go to pot 2. This is a different story. And this is one of my stupidest moments in my life. So, and I was pretty young. This was back around 2002, 2003, back then. So I was 21, 22. So, you know, at that age, you're old enough to care, or you're old enough to know and too young to really care too much, because you think you're immortal and you can face the world. So we were out at pot 2 and chilling, having a good time. We were recovering from hangovers. Well, my friends were more than me, because I'm not really much of a drinker. If you came to my house and saw the several bottles of different types of whiskey, you would think otherwise. But the whiskeys I buy are kind of higher priced whiskeys. I've got Makers, Bullet Rye. So my house. What do you want? Bullet Rye, Makers 46, Makers Cast Strength, Makers Mint Julep, High Horse Rye, Reunion Rye. Got a couple others. So I take it. I drink maybe once or twice a month, 1 or 2 shots a month. So I like the taste of it. That's why I get the expensive stuff. and I like to experiment with different brands, just like fishing gear and knives. Yeah, me neither. My friends would used to buy me whiskey just so I would get drunk because a lot of times I would just choose not to get drunk because I don't like the feeling of hangovers, and I don't know my whiskey sizes, but I had a bottle and it was one of those big bottles that's about maybe a foot high of Jack Daniels, and I drank almost the whole thing at a pot two one night. I probably gave myself alcohol poisoning. I didn't feel good for like next couple days, but so that's that story. But anyways, back to the other story. We were at pot two, and we threw a couple lures. There wasn't really anything biting, and we didn't really have much fishing gear with us. I think I only had one rod with me and one lure, and I ended up losing it on the snake. So I'm like, oh, well, I'm done. So this big garter snake. Oh. Cool. I like that. Cool, cool. So, anyways, this big old garter snake is slithering near the water, and me being me, liking nature and everything. I mean, if you go in some of my videos, I'm holding spiders. I even held a brown recluse the other day in my hand. Shh, don't tell anybody, they're venomous. Okay, all spiders are venomous. It's just a matter of, is their venom gonna hurt you? And then also another thing is, a lot of times they're going to do a dry bite, which means they're not going to inject the venom. They don't want to waste their venom in defense. They want to use it for their prey. So a lot of times they're not going to inject their venom in you, but that's not all the case. But anyways, playing with this big garter snake, and she, I don't know how to, well, I know how to sex them to tell whether it's a male or female, but I would rather not because it's kind of, it looks painful. I wouldn't want somebody to do something like that. Are they delicious? Garter snakes? I've never eaten them. I just used to keep them as pets when I was a kid, and this one I was an adult, so I decided, because I've learned over time that you don't really want to capture something from the wild and keep it as a pet. They don't do too well sometimes. So I'm holding it in my hand. It gets used to me and it calms down, and sitting there holding it for a while. Then I go to let it go, and it gets all the way almost out of my hand except for the tip of its tail. Then it turns around and bites me. And at that time, I only had one pocket knife on me, and it was a moccasins. I've never eaten any type of snake. I'd definitely be willing to try it if somebody wanted to share it with me. Definitely. I'm not afraid of trying something for the first time. I remember the first time I tried mango and I about threw up. I didn't about throw up, but I did go, you know, like when you taste something you don't like, or like when people put sugar or sweetener in your tea. Or, well, I don't like sweet tea. I got used to drinking unsweet tea. I quit drinking soda pop, so I don't, every once in a while I'll have lemonade, and sometimes I'll mix a little bit of whiskey in with it. I like mixing whiskey and lemonade. Lynchburg lemonade used to be one of my favorite drinks, but I never really. For a couple years I drank heavy, 18, 19, 20. Then I turned 21 and was like, oh, okay, I'm done with this. Sort of. But anyways, the snake, it turns around and bites me, so I take the snake off my hand, and I was, my friends call me a barbarian sometimes, and yes, I do get angry and rage at things, and I kind of got in a rage set of mine, so I took the snake, I tossed it on the ground, I put my foot on it, I pulled out my Smith & Wesson Special Ops, which was it's an Americanized Tanto, and it's the only one I ever really owned, and sadly, Well, a friend gave it to me, so sadly, cool, cool. Here and then see. Ah, I see. But sadly, I lost that knife. Trying to grab for my knife to play with, and they're all on my front porch railing. So anyways, I let the snake go. It turns around, bites me. I throw it on the ground. I take my Smith & Wesson Special Ops out of my pocket. I throw it at the snake. Well, I hit where the snake was, but except for it went in my foot and not the snake. And I came about an inch away of lobbing off my pinky toe. And I always hand sharpen my knives. I always have. Well, not always. I mean, I first started with those pull-through things and then kind of upgraded from there. My grandpa gave me my first sharpening stone. I had boots on. Not sandals. I used to not wear sandals, but now I do a little bit more. I got Keen sandals, so they seem like they're holding up better than the ones that I could afford back when I was younger. The cheap ones that would last a week. I had a brand new pair of boots on, so I ruined a brand new pair of boots. Yeah, I threw it hard. I threw it pretty hard. First I thought that it just kind of like bounced off the ground and like the blade went and like did this number on my foot. No, it went through my foot. It still hurts today, so not my smartest moment, but when you're young, I mean, even when you get older, I've noticed you still do dumb things. It's just part of life. You're not gonna prevent it. So, are there any other stories you would like to hear about fishing or like knives I got over the time? In this nice cool day. The lighting's better here than it is inside my house though, because I got real shoddy lighting in my house. It's an old house. Work stories are fun. Yeah. I've been at the same place for 20 years. So yeah, I've got lots of stories I could tell from being at K-State. This one time I was walking around, my first job at K-State, I got hired on as an utility worker. So my job was to walk around and pick up trash all day long for 8 hours a day. It got boring. I'm doing irrigation now and I like it a lot better, but it's a lot harder work and more taxing on me. But well worth it. But I was walking around and I was walking behind. We've got a place that's called International Student Center up at K-State, and it's right really close to the dorms. And I was walking back there, and it was summertime, and it was a nice summer day, not too hot, not too cold. And I walked back there, and there's a couple gals laying down, skinny, sunbathing, or whatever they call it. They were topless. They had the bottom part on in the bikinis, but they didn't have nothing else on. So, me being the gentleman I am, and knowing that even that young, that happened a long time ago. Yep, humble beginnings. But I took a quick glance, but I quickly turned around and got out of there. That was kind of an interesting thing. But nowadays, I remember when the free or boobs movement was going on. There was this one lady, and she had a wife beater tank top on and no bra. And well, it was nice. It was a nice view. I'm not gonna lie. It was nice, but again, I didn't stare too long. They can call like something, and then I can get in trouble, and it's not worth losing my job over staring too long or doing something dumb. It may be like any job annoying at times, but right now I kind of need it. Hopefully in the future I won't need to work at K-State. That'd be awesome. Oh, yeah, yeah. You know, sometimes I wonder if they want you to stare at them or not. Because I've seen trends. I don't. Do you remember the handprints when they had the handprints on their butts? That was a thing for a couple years. These girls were walking around with handprints on their butts, and then they would call in and complain to the collegian. They had a collegian forum, and people would call in and complain about guys staring at their butts. Well, you have a freaking handprint there. What do you expect? People are gonna stare when you have a pair of blue jeans and a white handprint right on your butt. So that only lasted a couple years. Yeah. I wear a bright high-vis helmet when I'm riding my bicycle. But that's because people don't know what hand signals are either. I swear. I'll go to, like, this is left, right, and then going down is stop. Best view I can do by myself in hand with my phone, but yeah, people don't. I swear people don't know what the hand signals are, because I'll be riding my bike along here and actually, hold on, let me switch view again. So it's raining, yay, and it's cold. But anyways, I normally come down from that way. I ride my bike on the correct side of the road over there, and then I'll use my hand signal to turn up in here. But when people are driving on there and they just like cut past me, I mean, if it's a vehicle and they did that, they wouldn't do that if it's a vehicle. It's kind of irritating, but what can you do other than salute them with one finger and then forget about it and tell a story about it later? Oh, bird, let's go. Come back on the porch. Oh. They want the attention. I don't know if they would have been arrested, but I'm pretty sure a cop would have definitely talked to them. I mean, I've almost been hit in front of my house a couple times, like right at this corner where this white car's passing. I was using my hand signal, of course, signaling that I was coming towards this way, and some lady just speeds right on past me. Some older lady, and then I threw my hands up in the air. What's up, John Holiday? Thanks for stopping by. Oh. So anyways, that one lady looked like she was about ready to cry, and then I almost got hit by a Suburban near the park, which is just a block away, turning onto this road here. So it can be dangerous. So like they say in the airplane movies, the fighter plane movies, keep your head on the swivel. I mean, I enjoy riding my bike, and I definitely don't want to get hit. I mean, even if it is the other person's fault, I'm gonna not be having a good time. I mean, I can be pretty durable sometimes, but getting hit by a car, nah, I don't want to do that. I remember I almost got hit in a 10-speed bike that made... Yeah. I've never been hit yet. Knock on wood. And like I keep my head on the swivel. I wear a bright helmet. My door shut on me. It was supposed to not shut. Hold on a second. Okay, yeah. Don't want to go too far and leave my knives out in the open. Somebody could see them and yank them, and I'd be very upset. So yeah, I wear a bright helmet. This is a Kali brand. The only thing I don't like about it is this little adjuster thing wants to loosen up on me every once in a while, but the main reason why I got it is because it's bright. People are gonna see my head. I've also got this little reflector deal for when I'm riding my bike. I had lights, but they quit working, and I had a back reflector deal, but I wrecked my bike and it broke off because I was being dumb. I tried to grab the opposite side with my, like, reach over and grab the handlebar so I could use the different brakes, because my back brakes are getting wore out because I use them a lot more than my front brakes to signal. So I ended up breaking part of my thing off. It is what it is, and it's not that big of a deal. I can replace it, and I do plan to get lights, because sometimes I do have to ride at night. So I definitely do need to replace my lights. I mean, a lot of it I'm not on the main roads. It's just crossing here and there from here to work, and it's about 1.5 miles, a little bit give or take, from my house to where I work at on the university, or I guess I work on the whole university because I don't really have a zone or area, or however you would call it, since I'm the only irrigation tech at K-State right now. Again, my coworker that does irrigation is KU Med, so you guys want to send prayers for him. He's got leukemia, so it's been kind of a stressful start to the irrigation season, because he found out not too long ago, and but from what I've heard, he's doing good. So he's going through his chemo and stuff and fighting it like a champ. So if you guys can, I don't want to say his name, but yeah, thank you. Send him prayers. God will know, Jehovah, or whoever you pray to. If it's Odin, Thor, Zeus, Mercury, Venus. Aren't those planets too? Wait, the planets are named after Roman deities. So the Great Spirit. So yeah, but thank you, Aiden. Thank you. We're really hoping he gets better too, and it'll be 9 months plus before he's even able to come back to work. So, and they are gonna try and get somebody in to help me. And the main boss, well, he got promoted. He was the main boss of grounds, and he ended up getting promoted. We've gone through 3 heads here last few years. Josh. He's a good guy. He's a really good guy. Thank you all. Thank you. I know my limits. I'm 42 years old, which isn't old, but when you're doing manual labor, you get to feeling old. Awesome. Thank you, John. That's real awesome. Thank you, Aiden. You guys are cool. Thank you for showing up, and Aiden, thank you for sticking around as long as you have. I know it's not been too many people in here, but there's been some really cool people in here. Shooting Guy, and if you guys aren't subscribed to his channel, go subscribe to the Shooting Guy. He's really cool. Him and I go way back as far as like YouTube is concerned. On the YouTube community, I've been subscribed to him for quite some time, and he's been subscribed to me for a while. Well, thank you very much. Most people think that. Wait till I shave my beard off. You'll probably think I'm in my 20s again. My grandpa, bless his soul. My grandpa on my mom's side, my grandpa Wilson, since my mom's maiden name is Wilson. My stepdad, the last name is Stewart now, but my stepdad, I call him my real dad because he raised me from when I was a baby, pretty much. I think 1 year old or something. Oh, that reminds me. When I was 2 years old, my mom always likes to show me this photo. When I was 2 years old, I won first place at a fishing contest at Pot 2. They no longer have a fishing contest there, but there's a lot of 420 celebrations there. I wouldn't know from experience though. Oh, this is my chest mount thing. It's a kind of jerry-rigged. I need to do something because this always wants to loosen up though. But it gets the job done, so I don't need to use my hands all the time with my phone. This harness, it was supposed to come with the actual phone mount so I could put it on. It's for the fishing reels. Yeah. Yep. For the fishing reels. But I don't have any reels out here with me now. For those of you who don't know, that my favorite fishing reel brand is Fluger. But I'm kind of sad because they don't make their low profile bait casters anymore, and those are really like the Supreme for $100 reel. It's probably one of the smoothest reels I've used for that price point. I've tried not to hiccup. I've tried different brands. Some people let me use their Shimano's that are around 100, and think Lose is pretty smooth, but I've tried to Lose before. One of my friends let me use Lose. It was cheaper than 101 though, I think. But out of all the $100 reels, I haven't really tried too many, but out of the ones I have experienced and cast it for a little bit, Fluger's been the smoothest, but they no longer make any of their low profile bait casters, which is very unfortunate. They still, and if you get their spinning reels, which is the one with the open face on top, and it has a bail bar, don't get their XT models. You've got the President and the President XT. Get the President. You'll save yourself money and you'll get a better reel. And this is from experience. and when you watch my videos about fishing, and I do try and teach something, when I try to teach something, it's about that's absolutely Abu Garcia is also made by the same company or through the same company. It's called Real Fishing, I think, is what company, like, they're all on, it's Real Fishing, and then there's a lot of umbrella, or then a lot of companies fall under the same umbrella. Abu Garcia, Pfluger, Penn, Fenwick, like you said, maybe Lose. And even so, they're all a little bit different reels. I'm not sure what my next reel I want to try for low profile bait caster. Yeah, is the parent company. I'm sorry, I had to be sarcastic. I'm sarcastic sometimes. But my next low profile bait caster, I want to try one of the Daiwas, and it'll be, when it comes to low profile bait caster, don't get the cheap ones or the inexpensive ones, because you're just shooting yourself in the foot. Eventually they don't work that well. I've tried an Abu Garcia Black Max, the ones that you can get at Walmart, and I adjusted it the way I would my Pfluger, any of my Pflugers that I have, any of them. And this thing, you had to like almost adjust it so tight, and then you had to put super heavy weight just for it to go. Yeah, that's absolutely true, John. I mean, fortunately, there are a few things out there that you can still, if you pay good money, you'll get a good product. But, and a lot of these budget brands, I don't, and to me, budget's in the, it varies from household to household, person to person. You can't really say like $1 to $100 is budget, because maybe budget for some people, but it's not budget for everybody. Maybe budget for some people is up to $10, up to $20. So some of these companies are actually trying to make better products for cheaper, and trying to do a little bit better quality on their expensive stuff. So exactly, nothing wrong with quality. I prefer quality, because I used to get Zepcos, but I'd end up replacing them yearly, and then I would get other cheap fishing gear, like cheap man budget, I guess, be up to $50. I tried a Wally Marshall reel. It was a little crappie reel, but that thing didn't last a year. I had a Quantum Opex, and that reel, like, caught 10-14 pound channel cat on it, and after that it was done. Then I ended up replacing that with a Pfluger President, and that reel lasted 10 years. Reel lasted 10 years before anything plucked up on it. 10 years. So, and me, quality's not just like something working good and smooth. Like, no one would definitely say that this isn't quality. And this is a pretty quality knife for the price. I'm liking it so far, but it's still, I can't review it because I haven't had it long enough to form a good, honest opinion about it. And I think on some of mine I did put reviews on First Things, but it's more like a first thought thing. I save and wait. Some folks are dollar knives and pockets. Yeah. My most expensive pocket knife was that Wii that I had out. My Wii Cyrus. Um, I take my reels apart and clean them. I haven't really taken apart. I haven't taken apart this knife yet. Obviously, it's brand new. My Cold Steel Counterpoint 1, I'm actually getting ready to take apart shortly, hopefully. I need to take that apart and clean it because it's starting to, the lock is, when I shut it, the blade doesn't want to shut completely. So it'll be like want to just flip open and then stab myself in the leg with it, which is fine because the tip broke off and I had to redo the tip. I have, if you're talking to me or Aiden. Yeah, for the taking apart, Aiden. Yeah, I haven't taken apart my Wii yet. It's pretty cool that they sent the tool with it. I need to take that apart, but I'm kind of afraid because I haven't taken anything apart with the bearings in them yet. Just the little Teflon washer things. So yeah, definitely. Most fishing reel people, the companies, they encourage that you take your reel apart at least once a year and clean it out, relube it. I don't always do that. I do on my bait casters. I try to take my bait casters apart every year and reuse them. Bearings. Okay, cool. Thank you, John. So they won't fall apart on me or anything. I guess I'll eventually get into. I mean, it's not acting to the point where I need to take it apart, but I do need to get a lube for it, a food safe lube, since I do like to. Oh, cool, awesome. Okay, thank you. That's good to know. I know I've probably seen videos of them being taken apart because I watch Mike's channel and Mike's pretty cool. I like his content. So I just haven't gotten around to it, and really I haven't been in a point in my life to where I could afford nice knives until here in the last few years. So as long as the aren't free bearings and they go everywhere, yeah, that would be bad. When I take things apart, I'm most generally really careful about it because I don't like my new Abu Garcia. It's an Abu Garcia Catfish Pro. It's $250 before tax. So yeah, definitely. I'm always careful when I'm taking something apart. It's not worth ruining something, being fast and hasty, or not paying attention. I have a bunch of videos with. Oh, cool. Yeah, I'll have to definitely check out your channel. I'm not sure if I have or haven't yet. And here in the last week or so, I subscribed to a whole bunch of new channels that I need to find the time to check out and comment on them and see what I think about their content. But a lot of you all seem like you're really cool people. Well, so I guess I'm gonna end this thing here. I appreciate you guys showing up and hanging out with me on my YouTube live. It's really cool. Thank you. So, everyone, peace and long life, and have a good night. Yep, take care, John. And take care, Aiden. Do you want to